Understanding intergenerational trauma and decolonization is a topic that social service workers and mental health and addiction workers will be bared witness to. So it is very important that we know how to support these individuals when the time comes.
Trauma is the transmission of oppression and how it affects Indigenous peoples. The effect that they face are depression, anxiety, family violence, and suicidal thoughts. They were discriminated because they were not allowed to vote federally until the 1960s, and they were denied of their basic rights. There were lots of oppression on Indigenous kids when they were forced to go to residential schools. It caused them to be exposed to sexual, mental, and physical abuse. Most of the oppression about Indigenous peoples come from the stereotypes such as being alcoholics and abusing drugs, and that all Indigenous people are violent. This information is not true, and this is another example of how the dominant group marginalizes Indigenous people.
Discrimination is still happening in this present day. Indigenous children are still getting taken away from their homes at an alarming rate. This is happening due to the underfunding of children's social welfare in Indigenous communities. The budget for Indigenous communities is at least 22 less per child than what the provincial government dedicates for other child welfare services in other communities. Acts of violence against Indigenous women may be motivated by racism or may be carried out in the expectation that the society's indifference to the welfare and safety of these women will allow the perpetrator to escape. It is our responsibility as helping professionals to provide support to Indigenous people through acceptance, practicing cultural sensitivity and awareness while providing a safe space for Indigenous people.
Thanks for watching!